got junk in our trunk. Yes, it's early. Early. Sassy Squirrel, good morning. I'm glad you guys realized the time change and the change of our time. And you made it here.
So it's kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
An hour early, but an hour late.
There you go. Yep. It's, I gotta go to the VA this morning, so we didn't want to miss out on the live. So we'll just do it early. We all are flexible. I'm just trying to get stuff ready for listing tomorrow. Just kind of took the day off yesterday, except for coming out here and Robert packing. We had a lot this weekend. You know, thank goodness we had a lot to ship. But not like you, Rhonda, with all the Etsy orders. I cannot. I'm listing every day on Etsy. Every day, hoping it's going to pick up. Robert's getting the last 2 orders that have sold so far this morning done. So we don't have to mess with that.
Apparently there were 4.
Oh, dang. I just listed them this morning. Crazy how fast stuff is selling. And how many of my dropped prices to $9.95 are selling.
Is this... I gotta open this back up.
Why? It's the right puzzle.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to show it on here.
Oh, our Jan Van Hasteren puzzle finally, well, not finally, I just listed it, and it sold for $50, which was very nice. I had it listed high, but 50 is, when you paid 50 cents, I'll take a $50 offer.
You didn't have it listed too high.
Yeah, I haven't, Rhonda. I have not done international on Etsy. I need to watch some videos like you've been doing. I need to watch some videos, but I'm just worried about the whole, shipping stuff that shouldn't be shipped to certain countries because they changed all that. Good morning, Miss Mary. JRKR. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, this weekend was, let me go look. I think the whole weekend was good, but I could be wrong. We mailed Saturday. I think from this point forward, I'm going to be shipping most Saturdays just to hopefully, fingers crossed, stuff gets to its destination expeditiously. Let's see. Yeah, Friday was terrible, but Saturday and Sunday were excellent, so.
Good morning, Black Sabbath, and Noah's Daughter, and Blue Moo.
I sold one of his oven mitts for $20.
They said Jan Van Hasteren, maybe? Jan Van Hasteren?
Jan Van.
So these puzzles are a little more difficult to put together.
Put it up there so we can make sure it's showing, yeah.
But they're kind of entertaining. There's a lot going on in every puzzle, but I wanted to show this puzzle to y'all. We got it, Christmas, New Year's kind of thing. But what in the world?
Not that one.
That one.
That one.
Is going on in this puzzle. We've been up in debate as to whether we got some sort of illicit adult entertainment going on, or just a bunch of friends being a little too entertaining with you. We're not sure what's going on here.
A little frisky. Yeah.
We thought it was, hey, it's Santa's Factory New Year's Eve party. Grabbed it at the bins. Was it the bins?
No, this was from that church. 50
was it
cents
church?
each.
Yeah. And who knows?
Yeah, I'm hoping Etsy picks up. I've been watching the Facebook feeds about this whole promoted listing debacle. We'll see how it goes. Lots of people are like you, Rhonda. They stopped immediately. I wanted to start the 1st of December, but this one is saying we're going to go till 1 month before it's supposed to start. Right. The new, yeah. I saw that there's a new CEO for Etsy. I'm hoping, I really wish they wouldn't do the 20 cents up front. I mean, I get it. But, you know, I think that scares a lot of people away. Yes, it's technically 5 cents a month to list. But I just think a lot of people are used to, you know, eBay and Mercari and Poshmark where you're not paying ahead of time. Technically you are with eBay because you pay for a store. Most of us anyway.
But if you're a seller, that's good because it means less competition. But less
True.
competition means you bring in fewer buyers too.
Yes.
Because they know there's less there.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop. I thought about stopping, you know, the 1st of December because technically for me, my sales start going down because most people realize they're either done with their Christmas shopping or they're running the risk of it's not going to get there on time. So I tend to see my sales start dropping, but he wants to go ahead and go through like the 12th, and then we're going on vacation soon after, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But even if I ever decide to go back starting promoting again, I'm not going to do a campaign. That way I can pick which items I want to promote and which ones I don't. So I won't do that again because right now it's all or nothing. I can't take anything out. All I can do is either edit it or end it.
You can pick by store category, I think. I think it's by store category as to what you want to go in there. You could make a store category for non-promoted and then put your non-promoted items, something like that.
I don't know. I just don't think I want to go back there. Just don't.
Now we're up to 5.
Dang.
2 more of those dead butterfly cups.
You know, fingers crossed today's going to be amazing because, I mean, that's like, 5 since he shipped, what, an hour and a half ago? So, 'tis the season.
Wait, you should be going nowhere.
Why?
4945.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, the frog. Yeah, we just picked that up. I've just got it out of the truck. We're shipping. Shipping. All right.
JRKR. Gonna lower my rate rather than stop. That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
It's just somebody, where was I seeing it? In a comment, I think, on our video, that somebody in one of the affected countries talked about how many of their items went promoted. It used to be 50%, and then after this change,
It was
where
like
they did
80
this
to
trial,
90.
it was 90% were promoted listings.
Yep. Oh, we don't have a bag over here, do we?
No. Good morning, Joy Flipper.
Good morning. We need to plan our next dinner.
Oh, got junk in our trunk. The 20 cents cuts out a lot of sketchy scam sellers.
True.
I think a $30 startup fee. That, honestly, that probably gets out all the people that are trying to do the scamming. You know, because the scammers have to invest money, so it makes it less enticing.
Yeah, when I turned my store off for a while, even though I had for
Off
Etsy.
promoted?
No, off of Etsy.
Oh, Etsy.
When I came back on, I still had to pay that daggone $30 startup. Well, Robert did it. I think he didn't know. If he'd have told me, I'd have said, nope. But I'm glad he did. All right, let me get this puzzle. Oh, yes. As soon as one of my kids leaves, we're going to turn whoever goes out first, their room is going to become our office. Because right now, our office, that if we're working while we're home in the house, it's the living room. We have 2 desks and a couch, a chair, and a TV in my living room. So I'm ready to have a living room that looks like a living room. Yes, they do, Rhonda. They definitely pay full price. I took an offer this weekend. I sold another Sasha doll, y'all, on Etsy. And I had it listed for, I want to say, $130, and they offered me $110. So now I think that's 3. I've sold 3. I think one was $600, one was $400, and then this one was $110. So I've definitely made all my money back on all of the dolls. So everything at this point is, profit, profit. Good morning, Miss Shaney. Am I ever tempted to sell the toys on my wall? No, well, I would normally say no, but I actually pulled something off of there today because it's hidden. It's just, you couldn't really tell what it was anyway, and I had something to go with it that I had picked up, I think at an estate sale. So I just actually pulled something off my wall, and I'm going to list it, but for the most part, no. Eventually, maybe. I've sold a few things. Like I replaced a few things, and then I sold, the other one that came off. Like I had a different clock than the one that's up there right now, a newer version, and there's no need for me to have 2 clocks up there. So I replaced it. But yeah, I love my wall. I still need to get the other wall ready because I have tons still over there that's not done, but this pile behind me needs to get dealt with so that I can see the entire wall with no obstructions. So, all right, let me get this mail. Oh, you had to make this a little bit bigger. 15.
They don't fit in that box.
Probably 16. Uh-oh. I wonder if that's going to raise the price. Nope. We were good. So, that puzzle is big. All right. So, everybody just listen right this week. This is a busy birthday month for us. Somebody is having a birthday this weekend. And then after that, 2 of my boys have birthdays. They're going to be, Daniel's going to be 21 and Miles is going to be 24. It's weird to have my baby being 21. So, feeling my age. Yes. We're already making plans for what cake he wants. I'm going to put this. I need a bag. Is this the bag? Okay. We don't normally do birthday presents for each other, but I think I came up with an idea. So, we'll see how it pans out. Robert wants a honey bun cake.
Yes, fried honey bun.
Maybe we can do breakfast there, but he's already told RJ he wants a chocolate cake from Publix. That's like our go-to place for birthday cakes. Oh, my son is the 22nd too. Yeah, my son, a lot of times his birthday fell on Thanksgiving, so yeah. Which was kind of nice because at least I could do a birthday party. And usually we do Thanksgiving with my family, so. But these days, he's not been going to the Thanksgiving dinner with us anyway. All right, what else we got to ship? 03. I sold 2 sets of mugs, y'all. That's weird. I haven't sold mugs in a bit. Good morning, Blues Clues. I want to say Blues Clues. Blue City Pickin'.
You sold a set of these mug coffee cups the other day too.
Did I? I didn't even notice. Well, that makes...
One set left.
Yep. But that's funny. Usually when you sell one, soon after the rest of them start selling. And they've been here forever. Alright, what's the size? Is this a 666 box?
Yes.
Okay. I've been trying to list 20 a day, so I've got 3 done this morning. And those, all of the pictures were taken yesterday while he was packing. I was just taking pictures, waiting. Keep him company, but he wanted to do all the shipping while I could get stuff ready. Where'd you move the bag? Oh.
Y'all see how I got blamed for what she did? Always my fault.
Oh, JRKR. Their oldest is on birthday is the 26th. Yeah. I need to finish logging this one in. Had a little scare this weekend, couldn't find something. It had fallen behind a basket. I have not, knock on wood, I've not lost anything. Did we lose anything this year? I don't think so. I don't think I had to cancel at all this year. But I need to do an inventory. It's just that time. Wondering how, well, I still have never finished the inventory where I dropped 200 listings accidentally. So I know there's stuff that's in these baskets that is not listed at all. All right. He's going to pull the others. Grinch. Green, Dr. Seuss. Dang it. Oh no, Joy Flipper said she lost one this week. It's a recent list. Yeah. You got to figure out what did you list before it, what did you list after it. Sometimes that helps, not always. And now that I don't keep a spreadsheet, that is a concern. But I do normally, like right here, have a basket going, and that's where all my plush is going in. So hopefully that would help me. Make your husband go down there and look for it. That's always my step 2. Or if he looks for it and he can't find it, then I go look for it. That's what happened yesterday. And I don't know why, but once upon a time, I got my baskets all messed up where A wasn't on the left and B on the right. I had them flipped, so he's been flipping them the other way, and that thing had fallen behind the basket where it originally was, but he had moved it. So we were able to find it. Luckily, it was one of those things, there's only one basket I ever put these in. So it had to be close. It had to be. figure out a price.
I like the live being earlier. Maybe we just need to do that from now on.
Yeah. We can. We're usually out here doing shipping by this time in the morning.
So we'll just do that from now on. Blue City Pickin' said they could make it because it was earlier.
Yeah.
Sassy Squirrel Stash likes it earlier.
Hey, we're flexible. Oh no, somebody else. Trying to find a plush. I feel like I recently saw it. I've searched some boxes. Oh no. Yeah. Well, and you know what's crazy? One I almost had an issue was I sold some Loving Family dolls last week and the person never paid. But I had it on Etsy and didn't take it down on Etsy. But I relisted it, I want to say yesterday or the day before. You know, I did the non-paying bidder, blocked, and then relisted them, and then it sold on Etsy this overnight. So that was good that this person actually didn't pay, because I make more money on Etsy. Stuff sells for full price on there, like Rhonda said. And I think the fees are a little bit better as long as you're not doing their promotion. So I made more money on that one. And then I sold the Sasha doll this weekend. So that's, you know, 2 really nice sales. I think the dollhouse stuff sold for $50. So, all right. Well, good. Lots of people catching us live. We'll change it to 9 o'clock. That way, you know, all of you can come on in and we can chat and commiserate with our eBay issues, or, you know, talk about the good. Because right now, just this morning, I mean, we've sold 5 things right away this morning, which was nice. Alrighty, got that one. Oh, at least a draft. You should see my floor. I've been doing smalls, and so I've got piles everywhere. Everywhere. I'm going to just start picking up the piles and throw them up in the cube and take pictures.
So on the clothing store, I gave up on the flat rate shipping. We had sold like 45, 47 in 31 days. So like an item and a half a day. And over the past week, it's been an item a day, and it's just...
And some no days, no sold days.
No sold day. It just seemed like it wasn't going to work, so I flipped it all back to flat rate.
Yep.
Not flat rate, but calculated.
Yeah, calculated.
And the reason for switching to the flat rate was so that the items would hopefully start showing up in the Google search. I've waited a week. I searched for several things this morning. I couldn't find any of my items in the Google search. So what's the point? And Rebel mentioned too, like, she doesn't think people will probably be searching for clothes by Google searching. They're not going to search for, you know, BKE Jordan men's jeans. They're going to go to Poshmark or Mercari or eBay and search for
Correct.
that, not in a Google search for a used clothing item.
And I think also, like, even for me, because I do end and sell similar every single month, I'm not giving that up. That it's messing up that Google search anyway. I really do think so, because it's repopulating a new listing every single time. Let's see. When I lose something, I start with the obvious. Yeah. I used to do my baskets by theme, but that just got out of control, and I would like have to walk and put this cat in this cat basket and put a doll in this doll basket. Now I've not been doing that. I still kind of sort of keep dolls, hard toys, but when I get to the plush now, I'm just adding stuff to a basket till it's full. Yeah, second pair of eyes definitely will help.
We do. When I can't find something, I kind of do like Julie T does. I don't name it, but we have numbers on everything, and I read every single number. Instead of just looking for it by, oh, it's a blue dog, I pull every item out and look for that specific number on every single item.
Yeah, I always worry because I put everything in bags after I list it, or after I process it. Sometimes those edges don't go all the way down, and so it leaves a sticky part out. And especially with the smalls, I always worry something got stuck to something else and I didn't notice it. Which is another reason why I need to do an inventory, just to make sure things are where they're supposed to be. Because you just never, never, ever know. Finally got her husband to do list perfectly.
Yes, and she cross-listing while watching football. If watching football or a TV show is something you do, then cross-listing can sort of be a free activity. It's not like with Rebel. She doesn't sit and watch that kind of stuff. So cross-listing takes her time away from what she would normally be doing out here working or something. But if you've got a thing watching YouTube videos or whatever it is you do that you could cross-list while you're doing it without messing things up, it's basically a no time commitment activity.
Yeah, and just make sure, like with if you're using List Perfectly, make sure you've set up those things where it starts pre-filling in stuff for you. Like on Etsy, it will fill in the I can't even think of the words right now because it automatically does it for me now. But it fills in your I gotta go look. I can't remember. It fills in your date range and did you make it or did somebody else make it? All of that type of stuff. It just does it for you. So when I go to cross list into Etsy, all I have to do is pick the category. For some reason, I have to always click on the shipping thing, and then I scroll all the way down and say, I don't want it to auto relist because I don't. If it ain't going to sell in 4 months, I'm going to move on to something else. So that's the good thing with List Perfectly, and it does it for Mercari too in some fashion. Oops, let me get out of here. Let me go open it up. I ain't even logged in. I have everything so set up already, I don't even think about it anymore. Yeah, I can't even see it right now. Yeah, I used to let mine relist, and maybe I will when they start getting closer. I just sometimes think, if it's not going to sell in 4 months, yeah, exactly. I may do that with lowering the prices and stuff. Because by that time, I've probably started lowering my price on eBay also.
Sooner.
Boomer.
Even though I was cheering for Tennessee, I'll help out with the rest of that.
Yeah, no, I don't watch sports. But he'll come in and he shows me reels. Look at this play. Look at this play. Look at this. So I feel like I've watched a part of it. I'm not a sports person at all. I'm reading my zombie book.
So with the cross-listing, there have been a lot of changes in the last year with them. If you're on one, I would suggest looking at other ones. I always do. I drive Rebel crazy talking about what the different ones do, and maybe we should think about switching someday. But you got to find the item or the cross lister that fits your budget and takes care of your specific needs. Because what you're doing, what you need it to do, might not be the exact same thing we need it to do. Like for us, we would really like to have one that does the end and sell similar automatically and quickly.
But I don't know if I can trust. That's been my stop on just anything.
But List Perfectly doesn't do that. List Perfectly does it, but it does it one at a time, and it takes too long. So
especially when you have 9,800 and some listings.
Even if you're going to do 400 a day, it
Right.
takes too long to do 400 in a day.
And I don't keep my listings linked, so I don't get the benefits of some of the other things either.
So you really got to look at all the features, and I would suggest if you can look at if they have any pages about, hey, this is what we're working on. That, you know, if they have a feature coming out in the next 2 or 3 months, that may sway your opinion one way or the other as to which one you choose.
Yeah, and the good thing with List Perfectly, because I personally love List Perfectly. For what I need it for, it does perfectly, and they're always open. If you think of something, send them a message, and you know it'll at least put it on their radar of something that people want. You know, everybody was asking for Whatnot crossover, and they've got it. So if you're wanting to put stuff in your inventory on Whatnot, it's available now. I think it's still in beta. I haven't done it. I don't know, y'all, if I'm going back to Whatnot. Yeah, I love List Perfectly. It's, you know, for what I use it for, it's perfect. And I really appreciate the fact that, you know, they went ahead and gave all the levels 200 listings a month for doing the AI generator. Because $200 clothing items, because that's all I use it for, that's a lot. That's enough. I think this last month I had used 50 of them. 50 for the whole month. Because I've been busy with other stuff.
All right, we need to talk about something important here.
What?
So Black Sabbath, 21 days, 3 weeks. We're going to be in here hashing out the Mizzou, Oklahoma game. That's what's important, right?
No.
Because I grew up in Missouri, went to Mizzou. I got to be a Mizzou fan. So, yeah, I cheered for Tennessee this weekend because I've been cheering for Tennessee since Peyton Manning was here back in the mid and late 90s.
We love Peyton Manning.
Yeah, he's like hugely popular in this area. But Mizzou, 3 weeks.
They're playing Oklahoma?
Yes. Should be a good game, though. I think they're probably, based on who they've played and how they've played this year, it seems like it's probably going to be a fairly competitive game.
Yep. I had to take some pictures. Today my appointment, I think Robert said he might come with me because I have to learn needle handling because I'm going to start acupuncture, and I guess they put them in and then you have to leave it in like 10 hours and then you have to take the needles out yourself. So, yeah. A little squeamish, but I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to work good. I'm doing it for my hands because my hands have become almost useless as far as being able to open stuff and handle stuff. And anytime I whack it against something, it's just pain from arthritis. So, anybody else done acupuncture for arthritis? Supposedly, it's just in my ear. I don't understand that, but we'll see.
So, Black Sabbath, do you watch SEC Roll Call and SEC Shorts on YouTube? Every Monday morning I look forward to them. They are two of the most hilarious channels I find on YouTube. They talk trash about every team in the SEC and some others too. Rebels going to be Needley. Yes. I'm going so I can figure out how much farther I could push them in, or if there's a way to make it hurt more.
Stop it.
How do I pull it out and with a little...
They are so itty bitty. They're like the size of a thumbtack, but thinner.
You're going to be squeamish. Mom said she's had it done. She said you don't even notice hardly. Yeah, I like to ruin Rebel's algorithm on her account by watching stuff that she won't enjoy, like sports stuff.
On my YouTube. Yeah, it'll end up all this sports stuff. There's Rhonda.
Rhonda's got a video out, y'all. Got junk in our trunk.
18 hours ago. Go watch it. Got junk in our trunk. What are you doing?
Nothing. Leave me alone.
Are you showing it on? You can't show it on here.
No, I can't
We
show it
will
on here.
get.
We'll get some sort of strike, I'm sure. But I could put it in the chat is what I'm talking about.
Oh. Man humor. Man humor.
It was Rhonda's music.
Yeah, I instantly recognized that.
SEC TV games go dark. There we go. SEC roll call. Sorry, y'all. This one is about, this one's important.
Whether it's your first time at
Cannot play it.
I didn't. It just plays automatically. All right. All right, we'll get back to reselling here in a second.
Uh-huh.
Fixing to go to Goodwill. Black Sabbath's fixing to go watch SEC Shorts. I see how it is. I should have saved the link for later. Good luck on your sourcing.
Oh.
Try needling.
Our Goodwill no longer does colors. They don't do veteran discount, but they'll ask you for money. Nothing anymore. I hardly ever go in there. And they're expensive. Oh, needling.
Way too
Yeah.
expensive.
I'm hoping, once I see how this works, if it doesn't work on something specific, maybe they'll go do something else. I've done the chiropractor for years, and it just, for my hands, I don't think there's anything they can do. For my back and stuff, fine, but my hands are more important now.
All right, this is what we got going this week.
The last of that stuff. Where's the rest of the stuff?
It's right there.
Okay. That Great Adventure stuff, y'all, they're worth so much money, but they're oversized. And they're a pain.
All right, hop out of the way. This is what it's going into. It's one of the Walmart large boxes.
He's good. He is
18.
really good.
What are these things?
Right there.
24, 2016.
But he'll have it cut down where it's exactly the size that it needs. You know what? I have a tins unit. And no, I haven't. And I have a hot wax dip.
We saw all those at a yard sale this summer.
Yeah, but I have one. I've never opened it up. Yeah. Bad. I forgot about them.
You got hot wax? I could do my
I
bikini
haven't.
line.
No, not that kind of hot wax.
Oh.
But you can put your hands down in it. I guess you could put your feet in it. I should pull that out. I even have blocks of wax to go with it. So I should, yeah. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to pull it out and maybe try it tonight.
Yeah, we got that tins unit too.
It's been a long time since we got that. Where did we buy that? We bought it somewhere, and then you no longer could buy them online because now they're saying it was prescription only.
Yeah.
Right after we bought it. I think Amazon.
You need us. Yes, we do. All these good suggestions.
I know. I totally forget about this stuff. Just
So-
wallowing in my own pain.
Sassy Squirrel Stash. I can't stand to use those tins unit. I used it on my shoulder a long time ago, but it was just...
It's weird because, you feel those muscles twitching.
One of the best things I found for my to my shoulder, right between like the shoulder blade and my spine area, is a tennis ball and a sock.
In
and
a
then
sock.
I just throw the sock over my shoulder and lean up against the wall and rub that tennis ball wherever it needs it.
I'm sure there's YouTube videos out there that I can watch on where you should put the tins units. So I'm going to try that. Because, I fell at, 2 years now? I fell and it set up arthritis in my wrist. And it's been rough, and it's my right hand, so everywhere I go I have these things because it hurts to have my wrist, this ball, down. So everywhere I go I've got little mats to keep my wrist up off of the ground. best thing ever for using a mouse. All right, I need to log in another item. Create a listing. Uh-oh, new development, Shani said. They think it's my lower spine. Dang, Shani. But you know what? Once you have problems in one part of your spine, or anywhere, you can't realize just how much it affects other parts of your body.
If you have a knee problem, you start limping, then next thing you know, your hips are hurting and your back.
Yep. Yes, Julie, definitely. I already found out I have like osteoporosis and osteopenia. And so it's scary. And I mean, I just fell again. What? A month ago? I fell outside. Luckily, didn't hurt nothing.
You know they asked you that at your doctor's appointment.
Yes, they do.
Have you fallen recently?
I've fallen twice this year. Once on that daggone stepping stone, and once getting out of the truck. I've never broke anything, knock on wood. Never. I thought I broke my wrist, but it wasn't, supposedly. Oh, Shani. Yeah, you know what? When you don't feel well and you can't move well, it's hard to work. It really is. I find it, though, for me, working is a distraction. It just kind of keeps me from, my favorite word, perseverating. It keeps me from perseverating on not feeling well, a sore throat, wrist pain, all of my other issues. Yeah, gotta be careful the older we get. All right, I'm listing a tomater. I think it's Fisher Price. What do they shake? I forget what they're called. Shaken something. We'll look it up here in a second. I'm very clumsy. But every time it's, well, other than the fall 2 years ago, I just tripped. But this last time I fell in a hole and didn't realize it was there. And then the other fall was, we had taken steps out of our back porch and moved them, and we had stepping stones. Well, one of these stepping stones was sticking up, and I killed my ankle because I stepped on it wrong.
That was like, what, a week after RJ's mom did that?
Yep.
She fell one morning, was hobbling around, and called, and
yeah.
I took her to the emergency room so she could get her x-rayed.
Luckily, it was fine. Shake and go. Yep, I'll list it for like 15 and see how it does. Do any of you have a dollar amount that you will not list for less than? I'm not that way. I figure I've bought it. I liked it for some reason. I bought it. I might as well get it listed. Oh. Yeah, that's tough. You need to get on like Shop Goodwill or High Bid or something and see if you can, at least have something to list.
Get you some mystery boxes.
Yep, get you a mystery box from...
Or go to Whatnot. Source on Whatnot.
Yeah. Let me see if my friend Courtney's having a show this week. She has nice stuff. Let's see. Knowing me, she's on right now. And I just didn't pay attention. But if you guys are on Whatnot, she is... What is she?
On the Hunt with Courtney.
Yeah, On the Hunt with Courtney. And she and her dad buy storage lockers, or she buys stuff at yard sales. And she's had an amazing start on there. But I've bought quite a few stuff. It's all one word, On the Hunt with Courtney. I'm trying to see.
Courtney.
Yep, tomorrow at 10 a.m. she's got more stuff from her storage unit. So go give her a follow. But yeah, that's a good place to sources on Whatnot. I'm going to be doing my second what sold probably when I get back from the doctor today. But I bought something on eBay. I have a search saved, and it came up, and I thought, no, this is too good to be true. And I checked it over and everything, and it was one of those Fisher-Price security blankets. Kind of like the one I have in the middle of my wall here, but it was in the box, a different color, well, actually a more popular color, in the box, but the box was scrunched. And I got it for $40, shipping, taxes, everything. And I sold it the other day. I think it was $1.99. So, I mean, you can still source on eBay. You just gotta pay attention. But I don't do it very often. But I was so tempted to keep. If it had only been worth like $60 or $80, I would have just gone ahead and kept it for my wall. But when I saw I could sell it for $200, it had to go. It had to go, and it sold almost immediately. So that was nice. The thing is, though, he shipped it to me wrapped in bubble wrap in a poly bag. You know, a toy in its original box. Even though the box was scrunched on one side, it made it, though. So I'm not going to complain too much.
Don't ship like that.
Don't ship it like that. Put it in a box.
And his shipping was crazy price. It was like $18
Yeah.
for shipping.
Yeah, I paid a lot because it was 22. No, it was 14. 22 for the toy. Taxes, Tennessee's taxes stink, and 14 shipping. So it ended up being like right at 40. So I was thrilled. I need to do more of that. But I find so much stuff for my wall already, and it's beyond help at this point. I need more. I either need to sell stuff. For every one thing I want to put on there, I need to sell something. I love Skechers. All right, I have problems with my arches, and I decided I was going to invest in my feet because I stand here all day long. So what did I buy? On Clouds. I bought brand new On Clouds for $180. I'm going back to Skechers, especially when you find the ones that are arch fit. I love them, and they gave me some little arch supporters to put inside my shoe.
VA
The VA did. So
not Skechers.
Yeah. So, you know, and I can buy 2 Skechers for I could buy three or 4 Skechers for what I paid for these daggone On Clouds.
You like them though?
I do like them, but I think that even when I put on my old Skechers, I can just feel like they support my arches so much more better than On Clouds. Somebody said Under Armour shoes are good. Shani said New Balance. Yep, Brooks and Hoka's. I agree. I think Skechers, especially if you've got arch issues, Skechers are the best. The best. And that's what I'm going back. And I always buy 2. That way I can rotate them so there's not all this wear at once. And I guess they last. You're supposed to change out your tennis shoes every 6 months. That's what the podiatrist told me. At least every 6 months. Yeah, I think the Hoka's, I've tried them on. I couldn't do it. They were not comfortable to me. They were, yeah, chunky, heavy. And when you're on your feet like we are, a lot of us, like me, the only time I sit out here is for a video. I'm just back and forth. Computer, light box, computer, light box. So I'm on my feet all day. So, all right, let me get this logged in. I got like 5 things done. Shani, everybody's saying try online auctions. I've not gone on to the eBay Lives. Did you go on there the other day? Did you say you went on
I did, for the first time.
For the first time, he went on an eBay Live auction.
All right, I got to tell about this.
Yep. Stand up. Tell your story.
All right, I've looked at the demographics. Y'all are old, just like me, right? So you know who Robert Palmer is. Remember his videos with the girls in the background just kind of had the blank look on their face?
Strumming a guitar, right?
Or just dancing or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah.
The first live I clicked in, it was Christmas decorations is what it was supposed to be. There were some things that weren't really. And they had these 2 girls, and they both had that Robert Palmer blank look. And they were just taking turns walking in front of the camera, talking about the item, hit and go, waiting till it was done, walking off, and then the next girl would walk on. They were both wearing these red Christmas dresses, and it was just an odd thing. I was just like, it's just like Robert Palmer without the music. And anyway, I didn't go into any others. I didn't have time for it. I just wanted to see what it was like in one of them, and I wasn't impressed with that one.
Yeah, that's like on Whatnot. If I go into Whatnot and they're not running auctions, I just leave. I'm not there for them to show all of their stuff and tell you to pick which one you want to buy. You know, you got to have a little bit of personality, and I think most people appreciate just quickness. Get through your auctions as quickly as possible. Because, I mean, I'm still going to go on there and shop, especially when I see, you know, somebody who says vintage toys or vintage Fisher Price. But in the meantime, I have a whole lot of inventory that I purchased for Whatnot, and now I don't feel like doing it. Not at all. Robert says maybe he'll get on there one day and just do it. And I can be the behind the scenes person. Cha-ching! On what platform? Yeah, I like lots too. That's like I love when I can go to an estate sale and just fill a bag, you know, buy a whole lot of stuff at one place. Which that doesn't happen very often for us. I'm gonna be better this winter about going to more estate sales.
People, I think you got rats back here.
All the noise you're making?
Yes.
That's all right. Oh. Joanna said, a man from her church used to work for Arnold Palmer designing golf courses. Now he's an evangelist. Yeah. Shani, I buy 2 pairs. I figure I can go back and forth and they'll last hopefully a year.
I read years ago that it makes your shoes last longer if you do that.
But don't be like me and buy 2 of the exact same
Color?
color. Because then you're like, okay, which shoe is which?
This one's a pain.
Yes. You want me to help you? Huh?
No.
Oh. Fine. Got to clean. Gotta clean a toy. I think somebody wants to go with me to my doctor's appointment because then he's going to get to eat lunch out. Right?
That wasn't my plan.
It'll be lunchtime. The bad thing is I don't know why I picked a Monday because the Habitat store isn't open on Mondays. If I'm going to find any treasures, it's usually there. Usually.
We won't drive to the other side of town for Goodwill.
Yeah, that Goodwill there is terrible.
We find stuff occasionally, but...
All right, Gabby's saying, what cross lister would you guys suggest for 1,000 listings? I just want ease of upload on phone, then go on my PC to fill out the page and cross list. No matter which one you pick, make sure, like List Perfectly, you have to keep your computer on and that screen open. Not really open, but what's the word?
You have to have your browser on, opened, and you have to be logged into the platforms.
Right. Where I'm thinking Nifty isn't that way. It does everything in the background. So, you got to weigh that. Yeah, I'm totally invested in List Perfectly, so, it's what I know. I don't like change, and it's what I'm used to. But I know some people talk about Flip. What's the other one? Nifty, but what's the one that TreeCat? TreeCat is another one. They are new, and they're building.
They don't have all the good features yet
Not
with the
yet,
AI.
but they're working on it.
They're short on the AI listing capabilities. Other than, if they had the AI listing capabilities, I might be trying to convince Rebel to go to them.
But because with them, you don't pay anything until it sells.
We're going to get kicked off the List Perfectly, right?
Probably
As an
not.
affiliate.
I love my List Perfectly.
We're not actually promoting them. We're just discussing
we're
options.
just discussing. Because everybody's got their own, not everybody wants to keep their browser open.
But that's all right. We get kicked out. We're just being honest.
Yep. So yeah, those are and then like Rhonda was saying, List Easier. I'm not sure of any others. Everybody, I think, these days is talking about Nifty.
If TreeCat's big selling point is if you don't need the AI stuff, if you do your own listings without having it, we need the AI for the close. But if you don't need that, with TreeCat, you only pay when your item sells. If you use them to cross list or to list it and it sells, then you pay. You don't pay anything until it sells.
And we met them at the reseller meetup here.
They're very nice people.
Very nice, and they know they're working on it. They're trying to build it right now.
Blue Moo, that's exactly right. If with depending on the size of your store, how many listings you have, and how fast you sell through, a cross lister may be too much. $30, like you say, you're $50 in already before you're $50 in the hole before you start. So if you only sell $60, you make $10. That doesn't even count cost of goods, and it's got to fit what you're doing.
Yep. And that's another one of my major changes at the end of December is my Anchor Store subscription is over, and I'm not doing it anymore. Not at all. So think about it. Come the first of every month, minus $300. Minus $300. And that's why my payout wasn't that great this morning.
$3,600 a year.
Yep.
So it adds up quick.
Yep.
All right, y'all. I chopped up my box wrong. I don't know what I did. I'm gonna have to resize it just a touch. I made it a little too small.
It's looking weird.
I made it a little too small. And it's time for us to sign off. We got to be in Johnson City at 11, and it takes Rebel 2 bathroom breaks on the way there.
A bathroom and Dunkin' Donuts on the way.
There you go.
All right, y'all. We got to go. We've got to go.
Have yourself
A good day.
Merry Little Monday. Or that's the wrong song. Bye.
Bye. What?
It's ended.